card reading entitled, What Makes You Powerful? What makes you unstoppable? What makes you magnificent? Now, you've got a choice between pile number 1 or pile number 2. You can choose both piles if you feel drawn to, because I hear you, I hear you. So I'm going to give you a moment to choose which pile you are drawn to, and we're going to get cracking on with your reading. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, you have chose the black onyx stone. So we're going to take a look and see why you are powerful, okay? So the first cards that we have are Eight of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Cups, okay? I feel like you are powerful, pile number 1, because you had a lot of stops and starts. Now, this is life, right? We all have a lot of stops and starts, but I feel like despite all your stops and starts, you didn't stop going. You made sure that you maintained your focus, that you got to your destination. You know, I feel like some of you may come from different parts of the world, from where you are in the now, is what I'm picking up. Not for all of you, but for some of you. And there could have been issues around having a visa, having a stay for some of you. And I also feel that because there was a lot of blockages in your way, you know, blocking you from advancing, is what I'm picking up. Now, this could be in regards to walking away from a situation regarding love, not for all of you, but for some of you. Walking away from an individual that promised you the world. It could have been a long distance relationship. Now, you may have lost a lot of things during this connection with this individual, not for all of you, but for some of you. You know, you may have given this person money, you may have felt that you were going to marry this person. There was something that you felt that you couldn't get back, and this thing may have broken you, is what I'm picking up, because this could have been going on for years. Yourself and this individual, back and forth. There's always excuses with this person. Oh, I can't come because I haven't got money, or you know, something along them lines, and you were sending them money. But there's something around you walking away which shocked this actual individual, and which actually shocked yourself. You may have felt that when you were with this person, that no one would love you, so you stayed with this individual, but there was something inside of you. You had that aha eureka moment, and you just felt to yourself, I need to walk away, I need to save myself, because this person was burdening you, this person was, you know, stifling you spiritually, is what I'm picking up. So what makes you powerful is that you walked away from a situation that you felt that you needed in regards to love. Now, when you look back in hindsight, pile number 1, you're looking at the situation and you're thinking to yourself, but I didn't even see this person. I've never met this person. You know, for some of you, I feel like you walked away from a situation despite people telling you that, I'm hearing something about you wouldn't get far. So maybe some of you may have wanted to move across the world to another country to start life again, to find a home. And you were surrounded by people who told you that it wouldn't work out for you, that people from our neighborhood, they don't move out, they don't make it. There's something around, you know, people trying to keep you stuck and stagnant, but you decided to walk away and do your own thing anyway, which proved very successful, right? Despite what people told you, you still found the courage and strength to move forward. What makes you powerful is that you have outsmarted many enemies, is what I'm picking up. And also, you have the tendencies to be very manipulative yourself, but you don't use, and we all do, right? But it depends on the individual. But you know that, I'm hearing that you can outsmart people, and you are aware that you have gifts, but you don't use your gifts for the bad. That's the right word I wanted to use. That's what makes you very powerful, as well as being able to beat all adversary. So I feel like you have overcome a lot, and you had to walk away from a situation that you thought would break you, a love situation, or maybe walk away from family as well, and move to another state, move to another city, move to another town, whatever the case is, right? I feel like there may have been a lot of people in your life that put blockages up in your way, that made life more difficult for you. It's what I'm picking up. We've got the Lovers card here. What makes you powerful is that despite going through heartbreak, you still found the strength to find love. And that's another thing I'm picking up. So for some of you, you may have had some sort of long distance relationship. Please take what resonates. You may have told like your family and friends about this individual, and people were like, that person is using you, that person is playing you, because maybe you never met this individual before. And on paper, it seemed too good to be true, but you knew within your heart, you knew intuitively that this was true. This was real love. You and this person had a deep bond. You know, you and this person, yes, you may not have met this individual. You may have only conversed with this individual via social media, but you just felt within your soul that this was real, this was true. And what makes you powerful is that you listen to your gut. And some of you may have left and gone to the other side of the world and connected with this person, or this person may have come to where you are and you decided to set up home. You and this person are still together in the now, is what I'm picking up. So because you listen to your gut instincts, this is what makes you powerful. Had you have listened to other people who told you that this person was no good, or who told you that it wouldn't work, you wouldn't be in this amazing dynamic couple that you are in right now. Some of you could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus is what I'm picking up. I'm also picking up something about you walking away from siblings. Again, you walking away from your neighborhood. Yeah, we've got the Tower card. Some of you could be in Aries as well. What makes you powerful, pile number one, is that whenever you leave an organization or a job, same thing, right? Or any type of setting, right? The place crashes. Basically, you are that person that holds companies up. Some of you could be in positions of power, but I feel for some of you, even if you are a work colleague, you have that energy whereby, you know, people take notice of you, whether you are a quiet person or not. I feel like you are that type of individual whereby once you leave, even if you go on holiday, your presence is missed. People can't cope without you. And I feel it's more to do so with your energy. Your energy is very potent. It's very dynamic. You lift the vibes of the company that you work for. This could have been at school, any type of institute that you were at. I also feel like you're very energetic, right? Some of you could be into sports. I don't know why I'm hearing fashion, right? There's something about you shutting things down. Like, so for instance, I feel like if you work, even if you go to the gym, right? People always look to see what you're going to wear next. Like, you have that energy, that persona whereby you just know how to dress. You know, you just see them people and they just know how to dress, right? So you are, I'm hearing like people may say that you are like you dress for the catwalk, like, or you should be a model, right? But I feel more so, I feel that your energy is very powerful. And if, again, if you leave a workplace, maybe when you left school, or, you know, people were very sad when you left, because you lift the vibes, your energy is very powerful. You give people life, you make people feel like they can achieve. You know, you give people confidence by being confident, is what I'm picking up. I feel like some of you could be into sports, some of you could be athletes, or some of you could enjoy going to the gym. And what makes you powerful is that you are very physically strong. You have a lot of stamina, is what I'm picking up. Some of you have a bad temper. So what makes you powerful also is that, you know, some of you, I feel, maybe when you were younger, you got into a lot of fights and so forth, and you may have won your fight. Some of you could be into martial arts as well. So some of you could be a great martial artist. Some of you may actually do this and compete in this, but for others of you, I feel like you are, I'm hearing, a formidable foe. Like, people don't want to get on the wrong side of you. So whether or not you are aware of your strength, people from high school or so forth remember that you were that guy, you were that girl that no one wanted to mess with. You knew how to defend yourself. For some of you, you was not physically, you didn't get into fights, but I feel like you use your words as your fist, right? And I feel like people could not beat you in an argument. You will know how to destroy people with your words. So what makes you powerful is that you can destroy people with your words, and people will rather be your friend as opposed to being your enemy. All right. So what makes you powerful also is that you have a strong mind. You know, you are somebody that is highly intelligent. You absorb your environment. You know how to read people as well, is what I'm picking up. And I feel like you love to learn. Some of you could be in university right now. You don't have to be, but there's something about school. When you were at school, you could have been a straight A student, or even if you were not a straight A student, I'm hearing dyslexia, dyspraxia. Some of you may have worked overtime to make sure that you got your grades up, is what I'm picking up right here. I feel like you overcome a lot of adversaries against all odds. Maybe you didn't know that you had dyslexia. Maybe you didn't know that you had dyspraxia. I mean, I found that I had dyslexia when I was doing a level 3 counselling course, because I was just thinking, why is my folder looking like this? You know, and part of us getting our grade was to make sure that our folders were on point, and my folder was all over the place, yo. And I had to see a specific teacher to sort out my folder, and she was like, I think you may have dyslexia. Actually, I was told that by my tutor, but my tutor was a narcissist, but that's another story. um we were doing a course, right? And literally after leaving the course, it's like we needed counseling from the counseling course because the teacher was a narcissist. Imagine that. But anyway, I feel like you are a person that is highly intelligent, right? And if you do have dyslexia or dyspraxia, you may have felt that you were different, but you are coming to learn that your mind is unique, your mind is brilliant. A lot of people that are dyslexic, they have brilliant minds. A lot of people that have ADHD, autism, they have brilliant minds. You know, they see outside the box, and if they are interested in anything, they master whatever they are interested in, which makes them a genius, right? So you are a genius. What makes you powerful is that you are a genius. Whatever you are into, you are a master at it, is what I'm picking up. Some of you could be athletes again. You are a master at what you do. You are a master of your craft, because not only do you have that innate talent within, because you have taken the time out to hone your talent, to hone your skills, it makes you stand apart from the rest. So kudos to you, part number one. You are a genius. I feel like you have a mind of a computer as well. Some of you could be gamers as well, and anyone that comes up against you, they fail, right? So you could be into computer tech. So I'm feeling like you've got a mind of a computer as well. You've got an amazing memory, is what I'm picking up. What makes you powerful also, power number one, is that you have a beautiful voice. Some of you are very, you know, some people might say, have you gone to Eton? Did you go to private school? You're like, no. And people may say, how come you're so well spoken? You know, and you may be looking at them like, what do you think I will sound like? You know, type of thing. But what makes you powerful is that you are very articulate, you are very poised, you are very graceful. And these qualities, I should say, open a lot of doors for you. You're very charming, you know, is what I'm picking up. And you are a person, like I said, there's something about you studying, like you are self-taught. Some of you left school early, right? But you managed, because I read today as well that this boy, he was homeschooled, but he is now in Oxford University because he taught himself via YouTube, right? So you could be a person that was self-taught, that didn't understand what the teachers were saying, right? Don't get me started about teachers, right? Not to all of them, but you know, um, I just believe personally, this is my personal opinion, that people need to understand that not everyone learns the same, you know, and trying to teach everyone the same is just kind of alien to me, literally. And I feel like you may have gone to school, or some of you may have been homeschooled, but I feel like you are the type of person, or you were the type of person that always challenged. Some of you could have challenged teachers at school, you know, and you said the things to teachers that other students wanted to say, but they were too scared to say it. But it didn't come off as aggressive because of your, you know, graceful ways. It came off as you just asking a question, you know, you just being, you know, you just being intrigued by how they think, you know, you challenge the status quo, right? You challenge authority and you get away with it. And I'm not saying that you are a troublemaker. Basically, what I'm saying is that, you know, you are a very powerful person within your own right, whether knowingly or unknowingly. So when you open up or when you speak to someone in a position of power or somebody that people are quite scared of, right? You do so in a way whereby you make that person be humbled. You know, you show your authority in a way whereby the person who you're speaking to, I'm hearing bow down be. I don't know. You got that way about you where you make people in positions of power fear you. And that's because of your intelligence. That's because of your expertise in whatever field that you are in. That's because of your articulation whenever you present yourself. Like you're just like you're on another level, literally on another level, because you hold yourself with grace and people have no choice but to respect you, whether they want to admit it or not. Part number one, people have no choice but to respect you because you're a kind that people have never or have, yeah, they haven't encountered before. Not only are you very, you know, dynamic in maybe movement and so forth, some of you can dance as well. I feel like when you open your mouth, you're very articulate. If someone tries to come for you, you will destroy them with your words, which will make it's like you will rewrite a person's whole life story. You will tell a person about themselves. You will tell a person about their whole lineage, which will make you just got a sway about you. You're very powerful. You are very powerful. People just know not to mess with you. You know, you just see some people, and you could be very quiet as well. You're one of them people that just leave that person alone. You know, you are very dynamic. You are a force to be reckoned with. You don't mind being alone. Being alone is comfort to you, and that's what makes you powerful. Because some people, they feel like they need to be around people all the time, but you are a person, you don't mind socializing and mingling. I'm hearing I need to protect my peace. I need to protect my peace. You like your own company, and when you are alone, you like to read. You may like to game. You may like to master your craft. You're just a peaceful person. You know, it's what I'm picking up. And if anyone disturbs your peace, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, some of you could be a Libra as well. Some of you could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, or Pisces. I always feel like this is my Pisces card. What makes you powerful, power number one, is that you are very intuitive, and there's something about you releasing your fears. Now, you don't leave your fears repressed. You face your fears. And this may have taken you some time because maybe when you were younger, you didn't want to feel. But as you have gotten older, you are now realizing that in order to feel better within yourself, because I feel like when you feel very deeply. You're very highly intuitive, and you are an empath as well. So you generally do feel people's pain. This is probably why you need to take time out and recenter and regroup, right? But I feel like you are a person that you know how to dispel those emotions, especially if you've absorbed those emotions from other people. Now, you may do this by spending time alone, doing things that you enjoy. Some of you may like to go swimming. Some of you may like to meditate. Some of you may like to purge, maybe through journaling, maybe doing some sort of moon magic or something along them lines. But there's something about swimming. You have siren energy as well. So you have a way about you that casts spells over others. And I feel like it could be something in your gaze. You're very mesmerizing is what I'm picking up. What makes you powerful to others is that you are very dependable, very reliable. Some of you could be a parent. Some of you could be a father. You are the head of the family. And I feel like you're very loyal is what I'm picking up. You could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, South or North Node. I feel like you are, I'm hearing very jovial, someone that's very positive, someone that always offers a helping hand, someone that is very family orientated as well. And people can rely on you is what I'm picking up. People see you as husband material or wife material. People, if you are in a relationship, people see you as a fantastic spouse. What makes you powerful is that you retain your creativity. You know, despite what you are going through, you always make time for your creativity. And I feel like your creativity gives you an outlet of all the repressed emotions that you may have absorbed from your environments or from other people. You are highly creative, and I feel like you get these creative downloads. It's a gift from spirit. Whatever creativity you do, it is a gift from spirit, and people are in awe of you. People feel like you are very magical as well, because whatever gift you do, it could be singing, it could be songwriting, dancing, acting, you could be a model, you could do photography, you could bake, you could swim, you could be, I know I'm hearing activist as well. There's something about the way you speak as well. Some of you could be social media influencers. Some of you could be very well known in your community. You know, you could be like a community leader. Some of you, I feel, could work for a charity, and people can sense your compassion for others. This is what makes you powerful. You want to help others. You want the world to not, I'm hearing like you want the world to all be as one, is what I'm hearing. Like your heart is very big. You know, you empathize with others that are struggling, and you always try to extend yourself. I'm hearing overextend yourself as well. You put yourself in people's shoes, which is a trait of empathy. And I feel like you have a big kind heart, and you're very genuine. You're a genuine soul as well. I'm hearing you speak facts. Mm. Some of you could be studying law, or you would make a great lawyer, is what I'm picking up right here. A lot of people do crush on you as well, and you don't take advantage of this as well, right? And I feel like when you are in a relationship, you're very loyal, and you retain the romance within a relationship. It's not just, oh, we've been together for 5 years, so I'm not going to bother. No, you always, want to make your partner feel loved and adored. And it's not just on birthdays or Valentine's Day. I'm hearing every day is Valentine's Day for you. Like when you love deeply. You make your partner feel like the only girl or guy in the world, right? That's what makes you powerful. That's what makes you distinct. That's what makes you different. What makes you powerful is that some of you have purchased your own home, and this could have been a thing. Some of you may have left home early, and people may have said, oh, you'll be back, or whatever the case is, but you done extremely well for yourself, right? You may have come from humble beginnings, and I feel like, yeah, you definitely come from humble beginnings. Oh, I'm getting tongue tied there, right? You come from humble beginnings, and I feel like despite your humble beginnings, that's what gave you the drive to achieve. Some of you are not here yet, but you will be, is what Spirit is saying. Is what I'm picking up. Some of you may have married rich as well. And I'm not saying that's what makes you powerful, but I feel like you retain a lot of inner power, and you connected with somebody that could be perceived in the 3D as very powerful due to their status, maybe their job position, maybe they come from money, but on paper it may have looked like, why are you with this person? Because it may have looked like that for you. Maybe you've come from money, maybe your family has status or something like this, and you may have dated someone that didn't come from the same background as you. Please take what resonates. And on paper, people or maybe friends and family were saying like, why are you dating this person? You may have come from different cultural backgrounds or some sort of prejudice here for some of you. But the thing is, if you resonate with what I mentioned before, if you were the person that didn't come from if you were the person that came from humble beginnings, and I feel like your inner abundance, your inner richness was enough to attract this person. And this person who you attracted may not have had that inner spiritual richness that you possess. And that's why you were a match, because you were there to teach this person about, not just focusing on the 3D. That doesn't make you whole. What makes you whole is having that inner richness, because once you have that inner richness, you will then be able to attract the outer abundance, right? And this person came into your life to teach you that you can strive and achieve. You can strive and achieve, and you are deserving of a luxurious life. And I'm here to give it to you, even though you can give it to yourself, right? You were both here to teach each other something. And the spirit chipped in to teach you both, yes, you can both have the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. Okay, so what makes you powerful? We've got the Seven of Cups, that you are very creative. Some of you have so much talent, and some of you can get overwhelmed because it's like, I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to do. You know, God, universe, whoever you believe in, has blessed you with so much talent, and you don't show off about these talents. You showcase what you got, right? But you're very humble about it. Some of you could be extremely beautiful with a big, kind heart. You know, you are a person that is very, you have a lot of stamina as well. I feel like some of you could be great with hair. Some of you could do hair. Some of you are great at doing makeup. Some of you are great at cooking. Some of you are a very powerful manifester, but I feel like you have a lot of different gifts, a lot of different talents that even you shock yourself, because there's so much that you have within you. And some people may feel like, oh wow, if I had all them talents, or if I look like part number one, I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. Or some people may assume that you're stuck up before they even get to know you because of your talents or because of the way you look. But once they get to know you, they realize that there's so much richness within. Like, you're so down to earth. You're very peaceful as well. You're humble. You're just a magical being, right? So what makes you powerful, part number one, is that you are a star, no doubt. Some of you could be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, or Aquarius, Capricorn, cusp, right? I feel like what makes you powerful is that some of you could have a huge social media following. And this could stress you out sometimes because you can sense people's energy. You can sense when people are trying to come for you, or you can sense when people are trying, a lot of people try and copy you as well. You are an influencer, right? So even if like you may have like 300 followers or whatever the case is, or 3,000 followers, whatever, right? Or 3 followers, you may notice that a lot of people may try and copy your picture, may try and copy your sayings. If you post things up online, I feel like, okay, this is going to be random. This is for some of you. Sometimes when you post things, right, it keeps people up at night. People can't sleep now, part number one. I don't know what you be posting. I don't know what you be posting, right? All right, I feel for some of you, right? Some of you could be posting like first pictures. Like, some of your pictures look like a snack, right? I got that one off my sister. One of my sisters is an Aquarius, right? Um, she's a stylist as well. So when she said that, I was like, I like that. I like that. Even though I've heard that before, but the way she dropped it was just so hot. Some of you, right, I feel like you may post pictures and it keeps people up at night. I'm hearing males, females, doesn't matter, right? Any gender. So, okay. So for some of you, it may keep people up at night in a sense of, I can't compete. I can't compete. So you do something, your pictures can make people, fret, because it's like they may feel like you're on your way to something, or why have you got so much confidence? I wish I had that confidence. And it makes them, not for all people, because I feel like some of your pictures empowers others and it makes them want to do the same pictures as well. This is why I feel like some of you are influencers. You may not be, social media influencers per se in that type of sense, but I feel like if you have the ability to influence others, to do something, you are an influencer. So I feel like you could be putting certain pictures up and it could be keeping people up at night. So some people may fear your pictures, or what you're going to do next, or what are you working towards. So your pictures could give hints that you are working towards something, or that you're doing well. And it makes people fear that, which is weird because we've got the Nine of Swords, right? Others of you, I feel like what makes you powerful, and to be able to do that must make you powerful, right? What makes you powerful is that, wow, okay, for some of you, you have a lot of admirers, right? And if you've been dealing with someone that has been stringing you along or taking long, right? I'm hearing took too late, I've moved along. You have this person or these people fretting that you are going to date other people. This is what I'm picking up. You make others, especially if you have been dealing, this is very specific, especially if you have been dealing with somebody that has been taking long to give you an answer, to take you out on a date, or to make it official, or to go public, whatever that is, right? You make this person afraid that you are, or these people afraid that you are dating other people. So what makes you powerful is that I'm hearing the word competition. People, okay, for some of you, some people, they may not want to date you because they feel like if they date you, they're going to have to up their game, and that's a them thing. Or they feel like if they date you, they're going to have a lot of competition and it's going to stress them out, and they already got stress in their life. But for some of you, I feel like, some people, what makes you powerful is that some people are, you know, threatened by how much followers you have on social media. You know, you may have people watching you on social media. You may have people watching, where you're going, how much followings you have, how much people like your posts. You can get them widows like that. And there's some people that can get very threatened by this, which keeps them up at night. So these are like secret competitors as well. But remember what I said, you can't compete, but you don't compare. These people are not on your level. So, these individuals, I don't know who they're competing with, but it can't be you, right? Because I feel like you are competing with yourself. You're in your own world, like you're literally doing your own thing. And one of the reasons why, I'm not going to say too long on this one, but one of the reasons why these people are in this energy is because they felt that you were one way, but then you just switch it up on them, and it's like, what? But I thought, yeah, 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 yeah. I thought, yeah, sit down. You know what I mean? So it's like you being, I'm hearing like jack of all trades and master of all is threatening these individuals. That's what makes you powerful. And also, again, I feel like there's some pictures that you may put up, and it's upsetting a few folk because they feel like I'm hearing, I don't know why I'm hearing you're too big for your boots. You're just like, I'm hearing like some people may feel like you're first trapping or whatever, but they wish they can do it too, right? Because it's keeping them up at night. And this could be male or female. And it could be female because they feel like, oh, I can't compete with them. Or male, because they may feel like, oh, I could never go out with someone like them. Please take what resonates, right? Or it could be a female saying, I can't go out with a guy like that because a lot of girls are going to like him, or a lot of guys are going to like him, or whatever the case is. Please take what resonates. So, okay, what makes you powerful is that you have people up in their feelings whenever they see certain posts of you. Also, what makes you powerful is that you don't really, I'm not saying you don't care, you're appreciative of your following and you're appreciative of the love you get on social media, but you know that that's social media. What's really important to you is real life, and family is very important to you. That's what makes you powerful. Like, you don't get caught up in all the hype. So even if you've got a huge following on social media, you don't get caught up in all the hype. You know that, you know, your family is your number one priority, and this could be in regards to you being very popular at work, group, club, organization that you belong to. You stand out, you are the star of the show. But to you, it's more like a character in a sense, whether you are aware of that or whether you think that or not. But when you go home, it's like, I can just be myself, I can relax, I can chill, put my jogging bottoms, I could just be me, I can just be comfortable. So that's what makes you powerful, that you don't get caught up in all the hype, despite the fact of your, popularity. I'm hearing for some of you, celebrity. Okay, let's see. What makes you popular is that you are an innovator. You are very, what's the word, spirit? You are before your own time. You think outside the box. You do not follow the trend because you are the trend. And maybe in the past, for some of you, this is Aquarius energy. Some of you could be in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North or South Node. Maybe in the past, you may have searched for other people that were like you. And Spirit didn't want you to meet people that were exactly like you. No one is exactly like anyone. But you are supposed to be the leader who actually dominates and leads others to be unique and different. Because whatever it is that you do, You were placed in these situations, in these groups, clubs, organizations, workplace, whatever the case is, to be different. You know, for instance, you could be somebody that started up you could be on YouTube, right? Or you could be a tarot reader like me, right? Or you could be an influencer on Instagram or something like that. And then you may have thought, oh, I want to post these pictures, but I don't really see anyone doing that. But what? But so what? Why can't you be the first? Why can't you be the first? Why do you have to? And maybe that's just me because I have Jupiter conjunct in my Uranus, right? So when you got Jupiter conjunct in your Uranus, you want to expand on everything that is original, different, and unique. You like uniqueness. You like originality, right? You don't want to be like other people. I remember my granddad used to always say I was an alien when I was younger. And I used to get so embarrassed when he used to say that because basically, if you're born after 1983, the prime minister in this country said you are classified as an alien. And I was waiting for my passport to come. I am actually born in this country, by the way, but they were waiting for my passport because I didn't have a passport because we grew up with our grandparents, and I don't think my mum got us a passport. So my passport took the longest to come because I think we we're supposed to be going to Jamaica, where my parents are from and where my grandparents are from. And this is a bit of story time tea, right? And I was waiting, and my granny kept saying, "Oh, your passport hasn't come because you are classified as an alien." And I was just like, oh. Every time he said it, I used to shudder and get embarrassed. But I embraced that. I'm not really an alien, or am I? But no, I'm not really an alien. But basically, what I'm saying is, if, like I mentioned, if you were born after a certain time, which was 1983, it was a little bit tricky to get a passport. And the Prime Minister was saying, Margaret Thatcher was saying that any child born after 1983 is an alien. I have to investigate that. Maybe it's because we had that conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus. Uranus is that unorthodox, eccentric planet. So maybe she knew something that we didn't know. Maybe she had her own astrologer. I don't know. But yeah, so basically what makes you powerful is that you stand above the rest. You are original. You are an innovator. And like I said, when you were younger, you may have thought to yourself, you know what? I don't connect with anyone. No one moves like me. No one talks like me. Like no one dresses like me. No one's interested in the things that I'm interested in. But you were supposed to be the first. You were supposed to show others through your interests about how it feels to be, authentic within self and to have your own ideas. Some of you may not fit in certain places, I don't feel. And you weren't supposed to, because you were supposed to create your own lane, which you have done, which you are embracing right now. What makes you powerful is that you overcome a lot of heartbreak, is what I'm picking up. Maybe you didn't have enough when you were growing up, but you used that to fuel you to move forward. And you didn't allow, what you went through to harden your heart. You like to share as well. So just because you didn't have a lot growing up, maybe you're in that position now where you're giving back. You could do a lot of charity work as well, is what I'm picking up. That's what makes you powerful. You did not allow your past to harden your heart. What makes you powerful for some of you, you may have experienced, when you were younger, or, you may have experienced difficulty in conceiving, or whilst you were pregnant. I'm going to say it's very likely maybe the child did not come into full form, unfortunately. And, despite what you went through your grieving period, and you did not stop until you were able to hold that baby in your hand. And, maybe the odds were stacked against you, but you made sure that you took the precautions. You made sure that you done what you needed to do to become a parent, to become a mother. And I feel like you have a child now, or, this is what Spirit is saying, that you will have a child in the future, right? It's what I'm picking up. I don't do health readings, but this is what I'm picking up. So what makes you powerful, that despite what you endured, in the past, it's not making you, sorry, give up on what you want in the future. And Spirit is saying, stay true to that course, okay? What makes you powerful also, some of you don't have a mother. Some of you grew up without a mother. And you may have gone through life feeling that you were different, right? But at the same time, you did not allow that to, again, harden your heart. You did not, some of you could be mothers right now, and despite the fact that you didn't have a mother, your aim was to become the best mother possible to your children. You use your mother as an example of who not to be like. Okay, it's what I'm picking up. Some of you could be a Taurus, some of you could be an Aries Taurus cusp, or you could be an Aries. What makes you powerful, power number one, is that you are a boss out here. You know, you are a person that is self-sufficient, you're independent, whether you are in a relationship or not. Let's split the bill. Let's split the bill. I got my own, you know. I'm joking, but you are the type of person. I feel you could be an entrepreneur. You could have your own business. You could be starting out your own business, right? Some of you could be coaches, and I feel like you are a fear and balance coach if you are a coach. And I feel that you are self-made. Some of you are self-made, whereby you didn't have, you know, a helping hand. You had to do everything yourself. You are self-made, you are powerful, you are a force to be reckoned with. And even if you were in environments where you had bosses that were annoying and, you know, micromanaging you, you did not allow their behavior to dictate how you would behave when you would become in a position of power. And some of you are going to become in a position of power, or you are in a position of power already, and you are fair, but you get your point across, but you don't use your power for the bad, is what I'm picking up with the Emperor card. You are respected as well because you are highly intelligent. You don't use your looks to get you through the door. It's your talent. It's your commanding authority and presence. You know, you have the receipts to show who you are. And people do put respect on your name, whether that's in your face or behind your back. They have no choice but to put respect on your name because you are who you say you are. Even if you don't say it through word, you say it through action, right? Right. All right, so let's see what makes you powerful. Perception. What makes you powerful is that people can't put you in no box. People can't say, oh, you are this or you are that. You know, just when they thought they knew you or they were getting close to something, you switch it up on them. And it's not done. I don't think you do this in a strategic way. You have many, many talents. You know, so people cannot put you in one box. You know, they can't say, oh, I perceive my power number one. My power number one is like this. You don't really let people get too close anyway. You don't let people get too comfortable with you as well. Enlightenment. What makes you powerful is that you are very connected to source and spirit, and you always make sure you have a lot of confidence as well. Your confidence is very bright, it's very loud, even if you are quiet. You're very enlightened. People know that. I'm hearing that you are very holy. I don't know why I said that, but people can sense that you are connected to source. Again, it ties in with, you know, you see quiet people, you must leave them alone. You have that type of energy where people must just leave you alone. I'm just hearing something about instant karma. I don't know why, but you are very enlightened. You have a lot of wisdom as well. Even if you are young in age, right? People, and when I say young in age, I'm talking about like 18 to like 25, 26, them type of ages, 24. When people talk to you, it's like you are old souls, like you've been here before. And that could be due to the fact that you are very well studied. If you don't understand something, you will research on it. And then you will compare and contrast and come up with your own, you know, solutions or your own understanding of the situation, right? But I feel like with you, you are very, very mature for your age. And I feel as if you are an old soul as well. And you may have a lot of people coming to you for guidance, for wisdom. You have the answers, you know, and this could drain you sometimes, but this is, you know, I feel like you are a leader, you are a guide, you know, and you are very connected to source or your spirit guides. Like you see the messages, you see the synchronicities, you see the signs. And also what I'm picking up is that you're very connected to your inner child. You're very connected to your inner child. Because some people, they're not, you know, but you're very connected to your inner child. Some of you could be doing inner childhood healing work, but I feel like you always make sure that you get an opportunity to express yourself, to do something creative, you know, because that's what makes you come alive. And you are very confident. What makes you powerful? We've got self-worth in the reverse. So you are very confident within your creativity. Like I mentioned, you are a master at your craft, whatever craft that is. You are a master at it, you know. And as I'm reading this, I'm just thinking about some of my family members, but you are a master at your craft. And no one can't tell you nothing, you know. No one can't say, oh, but no, you know, you've researched, you've studied, you've practiced. You are a master at your craft. So you're very confident in your craft. You know, this has taken you years, but you know what you're doing because you've been doing this for years. And some of you could actually have a master's or be a master in like, you know, some sort of martial arts or a master in any field that you are in. Okay? You have overcome a lot of pain, you know, a lot of turbulence. And again, you didn't allow the pain to change the essence of you. You know, you still have that warm, kind, open heart. And you don't want anyone to suffer the way that you suffered. This is one of the reasons why you're so, you know, genuine and kind-hearted to others. Now, we're going to read some of my channel messages. Let's see what makes you powerful. Your life path requires you to lead and help others. This is Aquarius energy for some of you. So what makes you powerful is that you are supposed to be in a leadership position. So, like I said, some of you didn't understand why you were put in situations and environments because you were there to be the change. You wanted to connect with others that were like you. There was no one like you because you were there. You were the standard. You were there to be the change. And when you left, you know, it was catastrophic for some people. They were yearning for your energy, but then you left your mark, which made other people realize it's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be true to myself. It's okay to be different. You go into places, you may not stay for a long time, but you always leave your mark, you know. You may benefit from doing meditation or taking therapy and art therapy. So some of you, I feel, you know, you could be thinking about getting some sort of counselling, you know, and counselling is very beneficial. And I mentioned about inner child healing, and some of you may want to do that as well. And this, if you don't want to see a counsellor, this woman online, I'll leave the link in the description box below. She is a counsellor for inner child wounding healing. I hope I'm saying that properly. But some of you, if you do want to actually, you know, get some sort of counseling, then maybe art therapy will be beneficial, or CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, will be very beneficial for you. And meditation, so maybe incorporating that into your life right now will be extremely beneficial. Like meditating, I mean, me personally, I am incorporating meditations into my life right now again because my mind's always racing, like I gotta do this, I gotta do that, but it's like I need to just be in the present, right? And I just found that if I just do like maybe just quick breaths through the nose and breathe out, then I feel more grounded. Do you know what I mean? So even if you do something like that, just do something that's quick for you and then try and build upon that. That's what I need to do myself, right? Because I know that sometimes if the meditation is too long, I start thinking about all the things that I need to do, you know. But find a meditation that suits you. Start off small and then just gradually build it up day by day, or find some very therapeutic music, some subliminal music. They're very nice as well. That can keep you in the moment too, right? Let's see, what makes you powerful? People will have no choice but to respect you. Yeah, people have to put respect on your name because you are who you say you are. You are who you say you are, right? Despite from, you know, your background and where you come from, like your talent does the talking, right? We also have, you are powerful because they withheld their love for you to make you feel less than. You transmuted that energy and you started to love yourself. It was designed to break you down to their level of not feeling worthy or good enough. It was all a projection. So what makes you powerful is that some of you could have been in a situation with someone whereby they were trying to make you feel less than. You could have been dating this individual, because we've got the Three of Swords here as well. You could have been dating this individual and this person wasn't giving you, it wasn't an equal balance of give and take, you see, right? And you may have felt like, what's the matter with me? Like, why is this person doing this? But it was designed to make you question yourself. Because this person, again, we go back to the star card. This person saw you as a star, right? And they didn't feel worthy enough to be with someone like you. So instead of them thinking to themselves, let me just work on myself, or of course I'm worthy because partner number one wouldn't be with me, or partner number one wouldn't be interested in me. No, no, no. What they try to do is try to minimize you and who you are, so that you basically, actually, so that they swap energies with you. They wanted you to feel less than, they wanted you to feel insecure, unsure, same thing, right? Non-deserving. They wanted you to question who you are. They wanted you to lack self-love. And some of you had clicked onto that and cottoned onto that and thought, nah, no, 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 we ain't doing that around here. It took me a long time to get to this point, right? Yes, sir. You understand? So what we're going to do, we're going to lock you off. So some of you may have cut this person off. And we are going to level up even more, right? And for some of you, you may not have went down that route. Some of you may have felt to yourself, wow, like I really thought this was a real one. Like, why are they treating me like this? And something must be wrong with me then. You know, some of you may have felt that like that because you wasn't in your power. And it has happened to all of us. Trust me, it's happened to me before too, right? And when in that energy, you're not thinking that the person is insecure and they're playing mind games and all the rest of it. You're thinking, okay, what can I do to make myself be more appealing to this person? What is it about me that they don't want to, you start panicking. So that can then make you do things that are not, that can make you do things that are not in character to get the person's love. You're chasing this person now because you're trying to chase love. When in actual fact, the love needs to be poured into self. That person is there, and that's why I don't do twin flame readings on this channel. But that person is there and was put in your life, and as painful as that situation is, to show you and to teach you how to love yourself. Because the same way you're chasing that person, trying to beg for that love, that's the way you need to go hard for yourself. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to give someone your attention, your love, your care, you're trying to show them about all your amazing qualities, and they're just like, yeah, or they in action, they're not really reciprocal. It's not really reciprocal. Six of Pentacles. It's not an equal balance of give and take. You need to pull that energy back and pour into yourself. And I feel like you have done. And this is what's making you glow and shine even more. You're thinking to yourself, or you have thought to yourself in the past, hold on a minute, this is not making me feel good. Okay, I'm going to start focusing on me. I'm going to start meditating. I'm going to start saying affirmations daily. I'm going to start treating myself. That chocolate cake look all right, Okay, I'm going to get that chocolate cake. I like that masala chai tea. Even if it means I'm drinking that on my own and eating that chocolate cake. Okay, I'm going to make myself my favorite meal. What's that meal again I saw on Instagram? Let me get the ingredients. Let me write. Let me journal. Let me start writing a book. Let me do a song. Let me watch Netflix and chill. Let me watch the Olympics. There's things that you start doing. You start loving yourself. You start treating yourself the same way you want another person to, be open to you giving to them. You start giving to yourself. You start pouring into yourself, right? And then that lifts your vibe, and then that then attracts positive people and positive situations to you. And that could have been a thing. That could be why someone is panicking right now, because they may have put you in that situation. But then when you pulled your energy back and then you started pouring into yourself, oh, hell broke loose, literally. So this person's panicking, whoever that resonates with. But I feel like even if you're not in that situation, you have learned to be in that energy. You have learned, and then now that you're in that energy, you are attracting good to you, right? Some of these people want you to fail because, okay, what makes you powerful is that some people want you to fail because they feel they deserve better than you, despite not going through what you went through or working as hard as you. So there's a lot of people that are jealous of you. I don't want to say that, but there's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of people that wish they could be in your situation. I wish I could have her talent, or I wish I could be as powerful as him, or I wish I could be as strong as her, or I wish I could, get a good job and get paid as much as him, whatever it is. But they don't know what it took for you to get in your situation. They don't know the hard work that you had to put in to yourself when everyone was out there raving, when everyone was out there having a good time. They didn't know that you were staying up all night trying to reread things, studying, doing 2, 3 jobs so that you can start up your own business. They didn't see that. You sleeping on the floor, on the mattress, or you sofa surfing. They didn't see that, right? You going, you having less money, not eating properly so that you can fund your university degree. They didn't see that. You having to help out your family members despite the fact that you weren't making enough. They didn't see that. But now that you are going to be in a position of power, well, now that you are in a position of power for some of you, some people are hating on you and they want to be in this position that you're in without putting in the work. It don't go like that. Remember, in 6 of Pentacles, what you put in is what you get out. Okay, and you put in the work. That's what makes you powerful. You didn't take any shortcuts. You didn't do anything underhanded. You were very tested, to say the least, but you still moved forward because you had a focus and you had faith in the Most High. Let's see. What makes you powerful? You are a star. You will become famous for your gifts and your talents. It says it all. Whatever you're doing, YouTube, family members, butterflies, keep pushing on, because it may not seem like it now, but you are going to make it. You are a star. You have the gifts, you have the traits, you have the ability. You have been granted this gift from the Most High or whoever you believe in for a reason. I'm hearing Beyonce's song from Upgrade You. I know I walk alone, but I walk alone for a reason. And some of you may be feeling like, but there's no one like me. There's not supposed to be anyone like you. You are the next big thing in whatever capacity. You are the generational curse breaker. I'm sure you've heard that before by other tarot readers. You are. You're powerful. And you may have gotten people trying to stop and block you. It's because they know your true calling, but they are not designed to be in your position. Because if they were, they would have had your talent. But they were sent to try and deter you. Because for some reason, unbeknownst to me or you, they believe that they can step into your shoes. But they can't bring it the way that you will bring it. They ain't got the heart. They ain't got the passion. They ain't got the grit. They ain't got that raw talent that you've got. That's what makes you powerful. People will love to be like you. They will not love to be where you were before, to get to being like you. Let's see. What makes you powerful? You have many admirers. You have many people wanting to date you, wanting to show you off to their friends, to their family, wanting to, I'm hearing, lock you down. But I'm hearing you're booked and busy. You're booked and busy being powerful, part number 1. I'll speak to you soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. It was an absolute pleasure connecting with your energy. We're going to move on to part number 2. If you feel the need to stick around, then please stick around, But your energy is amazing. You are a powerhouse. You are dynamic. You are amazing. You are one of a kind. You are magical. You are of magic. And I'll speak to you soon, part number 1. Okay, we're going to move on to part number 2. All right, let's go to part number 2. Okay, so we've had some insights. Excuse me. Part number 2, what makes you powerful? I don't know. I feel like part number 2 is going to be gritty. What makes you powerful, part number 2? Gritty in a good sense, though. We've got Tiger's Eye. Okay. Tiger's Eye. It makes you powerful. Okay, so we've got the Strength card. Some of you could be a Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, South or North Node, or North or South Node. Please take what resonates. You are a force to be reckoned with. You are a powerhouse. But I feel like you are a person whereby you don't, I'm hearing that you're very intimidating, right? So once people see you, they just assume that that could be annoying sometimes. They may assume that you are one way. Once they get to know you, they see that you have a heart of gold, but you are very strong, and you have a lot of self control as well, is what I'm picking up. What makes you powerful is that you have a powerful commanding presence. So you have a powerful presence. That's what makes you powerful. But you don't. It's like you're very powerful in the sense of when you walk into a room, when you walk down the road, people stop and stare, right? People are in awe of your energy. People are like, wow, who's that? Or they might point or they might stare. I'm just seeing someone like nudge their partner, like, what are you looking at? Or someone's partner just, I don't know, like quickly holding their partner's hand so that they don't look or something like this. Because you are very regal. You have a regal quality about you. And I feel like once people get to talk to you, it's like, wow, like, they are so sweet. They're so cute. So people may feel like you're cute, but people may feel like your energy doesn't match with your personality because they may have expected you to be one way. So some people may assume that you are not nice, which is annoying before they even get to know you. So people may project onto you that you are one way without even getting to know you. So they may just perceive you because of your very commanding, authoritative energy. People can become very intimidated by it and in awe by it as well, right? Like, who is she? Who is he? So that's what makes you powerful. But you can rub people up the wrong way because they may feel like, I'm here, Mr. Steal your girl. Like, you may steal their man or you may steal their girl or something because you have a lot of confidence. And if people haven't got that same level of confidence, you can make them feel insecure because of the way you carry yourself. You carry yourself like a queen, like a king. You carry yourself with respect. Yeah. And yeah, people, they don't know how to take you. Some people don't know how to take you. I'm hearing that some people can try and minimize you as well, like try and put you down, to try and humble you because they just feel insecure by your security within yourself, right? What makes you powerful, but even if they do that, it makes you shine even more. Because you're not here to please anyone but yourself, but not in a conceited way. I feel like you had to overcome a lot. That's what makes you powerful. And yeah, you've overcome a lot. And you have that energy whereby if you wanted to, you could be wild, right? If you wanted to, you could be road, you could be street, but you are very graceful. So you've got two sides to you. You're very classy, but you have that side to you as well. You're not a pushover. People know that they can't manipulate you. People know that they can't try and take you for someone that is very simple. You're not a simple person. So even if you're not saying anything, people just kind of know. And sometimes it's best that people don't get too comfortable with you as well. And you don't allow people to get too comfortable with you because, as the saying goes, when you're, I can't remember the saying now. How come it's gone from my mind? Okay, that's it. Familiarity breeds disrespect, and you don't allow a certain line to be crossed. You know when to dip into situations and when to dip out. You get subtle cues and maybe cues from the future, but you know when to, detach and take yourself away from certain situations, people, places, and things. You're not afraid to move alone, to walk alone, to be alone. That's what makes you powerful. Okay. What makes you powerful is that a lot of people think that they are your soulmate, or you are, I should say, their soulmate. Some of you could be in a relationship right now, or there could be a soulmate connection that's blossoming right now. But a lot of people fall in love with you. I'm hearing that you are the one that got away. What makes you powerful is that whenever you are in a relationship with someone, you you allow people to see beyond the physical. So say for instance you've dated someone, right? Say for instance you dated someone, and the initially when you first date someone, people are drawn by attraction. But I don't know. I'm getting to realize as I've gotten older, I think it was when I was 27, I dated this guy that, wouldn't necessarily be seen in society's eyes as, whatever. But I just thought his personality was amazing. Like, he was funny, he was like charismatic, he was he called me animated, and I felt he was animated as well. Like, we both were animated together. We'll do like crazy accents, and he was into the same music I was into, like, you know, the 90s R&B and pop. But then as I got older, I realized that he was a narcissist and he was just actually mirroring me. But he did have a personality, but he was just like exaggerating it. But anyway, um, you are a person that, again, when people initially look at you, they find you very beautiful or handsome, very attractive, right? You could have an athletic body, you don't have to, or you could be uh, very voluptuous. But I feel like once people get past your looks and they get to know you, the heart of you, they fall in love, and it doesn't become about your looks anymore. It becomes about your heart. So I'm hearing trophy. So for some of you, some people may want to date you to be a trophy, unfortunately. But once they get to know you, it doesn't become about that, because they feel like they've never encountered someone that is very genuine, very kind. You may like to gift people all the time, and you connect with people's inner child as well. Like, you could unfortunately connect with people that has mother issues as well, so they may project that onto you as well. But you're very nurturing, you are a great caregiver, you know how to look after people. That's what makes you powerful. And if you've got children, you are a protector of your children. Like, you strive to be the best parent. I know nothing is perfect, but you strive to be the best parent. That's what makes you powerful. Like, you put your all into your parenting, you put your all into caregiving. If you're in a relationship, you nurture your partner, you take care of your partner. Again, is the energy of people feeling like you are the one that got away. You love deeply. What makes you powerful is that you have learned that holding back on your emotions doesn't help, because maybe some of you have held back on your emotions and you missed out on an opportunity. You missed out. Looking back now, you may feel like, wow, I could have married that person, or that person was honest and true. You know, you could also think that someone was the one that got away because you didn't open up, and you've learned through your mistakes. You're not afraid to put your hands up and say, you know, I made a mistake, right? What makes you powerful is that you took a chance. Some of you are taking a chance on love right now, though you may have been hurt before, or have some of you are taking a chance, or you are going to take a chance. Some of you could be going back to a past lover. That's for some of you. This person's not negative if that is the case, right? This person has changed. But for some of you, I feel like what makes you powerful is that you didn't go back to a past lover. And this individual, you may have children with this person, and this person may have had a hold over you when you were younger. And despite the fact you were able to control yourself, you were able to work on yourself, you were able to analyze and look at the situation and realize it was just lust, it was just me being attracted to your face or whatever it is, or the intimacy, it wasn't real love. Like, you really doing the work and analyzing, you know, maybe your faults in the connection, and not just projecting everything onto this person, just coming to the realization that we just were not compatible. What makes you powerful is that you are skin deep. You don't just look at people's outer, you connect with people's heart. And what makes you powerful is that you allow others to connect with their heart, especially if you're dealing with people that are very emotionally repressed. You have that ability to open people up. Some of you could be counselors, some of you could be doctors or nurses. I wouldn't necessarily say doctors, because doctors, to me personally, they're quite left-brained. Nurses are very more empathetic. You're lucky if you get like a cool doctor. I'm not like shading any doctors or anything, but I'll say, like, from my experience, when my partner was in hospital and he had a terminally ill illness, and unfortunately last year he passed away, right? But when I was dealing with the doctors, they were like matter of fact, like, this is what it is, this is what's going to be, there's nothing we can do. Whereas when I was speaking to the nurses, they were more empathetic. Oh, he's doing well, look, this is gone, his glucose levels are high, da, 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 da. They were more empathetic, but that's another story. But I feel like some of you could be like trainee nurses, counselors. Some of you could be an empathetic doctor. I take that back. But I feel like, yeah, whenever you connect with someone, you have that ability to make them connect with their heart. And you know what? There's something about you, part number two, where you make people, their emotions just spill out. It just spills all out. And you're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Especially if you're dealing with someone that's very repressed. If they've been in connections before and they had issues with opening up, you won't have that issue with them. In the beginning, you may have that issue, but because of your heart, because of your patience, because of your self-control, maybe you're not a person that throws yourself over people, especially if that person's a hottie or a snack, like my sister Denise said, right? If you see someone that's good looking, right, you don't throw yourself at people. You have a lot of self-respect, right? But you have a way about you. It's your aura. It's your powerful presence that just draws others to you. So you have that ability to draw others to you. You have that ability to make people fall in love with you. That's what's so powerful. You have the ability to make people want to marry you. Power number two. Who are you? Who are you? Power number two. Right? What is your secret? Power number two. And I feel like your secret is just being yourself. Just simply being yourself, right? So what makes you powerful, power number two, is that I'm hearing you're self-made, but you have that ability. We got the King of Pentacles and King of Cups. This is, you could be a Scorpio, you could be a Taurus, or you could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. Or I feel like you have that ability, or this could be two men that fight over you, that are in love with you, but you have that ability. Yeah, two men could be in love with you. Plan number, yeah. Or three men could be in love with you. Because we got King of Wands here as well. Who are you? Who are you? We're just missing King of Swords, really. But yeah, I feel like you have that ability to make people want to settle down. So even if people that you dated, and please take what resonates, right? You could be a male listening to this, and this could be males that are in love with you, but you have people from the past that want to come back because you've touched their heart. You see, it's not about the outer, it's about your energy, it's about your essence. Your essence is one of a kind, your essence is magical. You have that ability to make people believe in love, to open up. You show people so much kindness and you're genuine with it as well. And it's not like you're being kind to gain something back. It's like you genuinely do care about people. And a lot of people don't encounter people like that. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, are very self-centered. They just care about themselves. Whereas you care, obviously, you care about yourself with the strength card. But at the same time, you care about other people's general well-being, their emotional state. You want to know that people are emotionally doing okay. And whoever you have encountered, they've never had anyone to care on this level. You take care of others, whether this is seen or whether this is being done when you're in relationships with these people, and they cannot forget you. You care about their emotional well-being, their mental well-being, their physical well-being. And you could be very generous. You could be a person, I'm hearing, don't be too generous though, guy. Make sure people don't take the mick with you. But obviously with the strength card, you know when to, have limits. But I feel like with you, the thing is with you, if you date someone, you don't need to be in a relationship with them. You want to be in a relationship with them because you have your own. Some of you could own your own property, or some of you could live on your own and you have your own money. Some of you, I'm hearing business owners, or you just have a lot of savings, but you take care of yourself. And this is what makes other people that want to date you feel drawn to you, because they may have been used to people that only want them for their money, or they may have been used to people that only wanted them for lustful reasons, is what I'm hearing. But with you, you generally want to connect to someone's heart, because you could be looking for a true soulmate, counterpart, or you could be in that relationship. And this is what makes you powerful. This is what makes you stand out from the rest. Yeah, what makes you powerful is that you're very independent as well. And also, going back, people from the past, ex-partners, cannot forget about you. But you are the type of person to pick up yourself and go, I want to go here. I want to go to that holiday. I want to go, you could travel alone. And I know a lot of people travel alone, but I feel like you do it a lot. You could just pick yourself up and take yourself somewhere. And people might be thinking, oh, but you have to have a friend to go. Or you have to go with your sibling. Or you have to go with your partner. Even if you are in a relationship, you're still independent. That's what makes you powerful. You're not joint at the hip. Right? That's what makes you powerful. Okay? You believe in, even if I'm in a relationship with you, yes, we're in a partnership, but we still have to maintain a level of independence within this connection. You are very busy. You're busy in books, busy in book part. Number two, what makes you powerful is that you are able to balance out your masculine and feminine qualities. Again, this is a third energy. You could be dealing with a Leo. This is turning into a love reading, part number two. What's going on? The Holy Spirit wants me to let you know that these three males are in love with you, right? You got one that's just fixated on you. You got one that's like, I got money. You got one that's like, come and get it if you want it. I ain't gonna chase you. And you're like, no, I'm busy. That's fine, type of thing, right? But yeah, you know how to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. You are a go-getter. You are a self-starter. You are a force to be reckoned with. You are a leader. You know, I feel like you are very ambitious and you are someone that is very determined to make sure that you reach your goals unapologetically. You're not the type of person to step on people's toes. You are a self-starter. If you don't get the answers from people that you want help from, you make sure you find another solution. You make sure you knock on those doors until one door opens. You try and try. I'm hearing Leah. You try again. You never give up. You are one of those people that are, you're so inspirational. You overcome or have, or you are overcoming a lot of adversaries. You had to dig deep to find this power, though. It wasn't easy because you may have went alone. You're that type of person that you have that power that you can take down a society or a organization. You have that power within you. And I feel like, you call out injustice as well. I know I haven't got the justice card, but you call out injustice. And you are that type of person, I feel, that has a lot of energy and drive. You are a formidable foe. You are better to be friends with as opposed to being an enemy with. Trust me. And sometimes people that you go out with and that you date are intimidated by you because they may feel like you may want something better. They can't live up to your expectations because you strive to be the best within yourself. You are a high achiever. You compete with yourself, is what I'm hearing. And even then, it's still not good enough. Like, you are a perfectionist. I ain't got Virgo energy yet. I don't know. But I feel like with you, you don't want nothing but excellence. You strive for excellence. You're not here for the mediocre. That's what you feel within yourself. And everything that you produce or bring forth is of excellence, right? And the people you are around, they can sense this with you in how you go after your work and all the effort and hard work you put into your craft and being a mother or being a father or working hard. If you work for a company, like, you are the one that stands out. You are, say you work in sales, you are the one that gets the highest sales. And you have to, you're not even competing with the rest of the team. You're competing with yourself. And people could be intimidated by this, but they're also in awe of this. It makes you powerful. You are unstoppable, pile number two. There's nothing that you don't put your mind to that you can't do. Or there's nothing that you put your mind to that you cannot do. And people are like, wow, people are in awe of you. We have Ace of Wands. You could be an Aries. You could be a Sag, Leo, Pisces. I don't know. No, sorry. Scorpio, Taurus, Sun, Rising, Mars, and Venus. Yeah, you have a lot of energy, a lot of stamina. Some of you could be, some of you may like the gym. Some of you may like to play squash. Some of you may like to play badminton. I love badminton. But my daughter said to me, it's not a real sport, Mum. But I said, it's in the Olympics. But anyway, some of you may like to play squash. Some of you could be great footballers. Some of you may be great at hockey. Okay, what makes you... Okay, I didn't want it to be one of these readings. What makes you powerful is that you are fantastic when you're in a relationship with your partner. I think you know where that's going. People can't forget about you. You have a specific touch. You have healing hands. And you have a lot of stamina and a lot of passion. Okay, I'll leave it there. That's what makes you powerful. What makes you powerful is that a lot of people crush on you and fall in love with you. And you have that ability to make people want to mature. Going from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. You touch people's heart. You have that ability to make people fall in love. Even if they've been in love before, the love that they feel for you is like it's never been felt before. You are very creative as well, and you're very sweet-natured. But you have a lot of sides to you as well, because you can be very sweet and charming and cute, but then you can be very ferocious, very determined, very powerful, and very strong, is what I'm picking up. You're very creative as well. So you may have a beautiful singing voice. You may look young for your age. You could also, you know, I feel like you kind of wear what you want. You don't conform to societal norms or what's in fashion. I also feel like you're very thoughtful and nurturing. Something about your voice. You could have a beautiful singing voice or speaking voice, is what I'm picking up. You could be a Sagittarius. I remember I had this Sagittarius friend and lost contact with her. Such an amazing girl. Her voice, I've never heard a voice like that before. It's so cute. She was older than me, but I met her on a counselling course and she was a Sag, so that kind of reminded me of her. Temperance. So what makes you powerful is that you are very balanced. You are the type of person that protects the underdog. I should have got that from the strength card. You protect the underdog, and that's the thing. You don't feel like you're better than other people. You could have friends from all walks of life. Some of you could speak many different languages as well. You're very well traveled. And I done a post on Instagram today, a pick a number post, and I remember the Temperance and the Leo card came up, and I mentioned with that pile. I'm not going to tell you what pile it was. If you want to see, go and check out my Instagram. It's Ileasha, ILEASHA times 4, right? But what I was saying is that you may have come from another country in a past life, but in this life, you were born in whatever country you are in right now. And I feel as if, some of you could be mixed race, you don't have to be, but some of you could be in a part of the world, or you could live in an area whereby people don't look like you, but you love it anyway. And maybe in a past life, you came from the same background as the people that you live near, if that makes sense. But in this life, you were born into a different family. But I feel genuinely with you, you're highly spiritual. I'm hearing the word guru. So some people may feel like you have the answers. You're very spiritual. You're very spiritually balanced. I'm hearing you're very spiritually powerful as well. You're ranked highly spiritually. You're very well protected as well. Anyone troubles you, I'm hearing the word instant karma for some of you. Not for all of you, but yeah, even if I feel like, part number 2, you are very spiritually protected. You are spiritually protected is what I'm hearing. And you have that great connection with your guide, like part number 1. Some people may see you as their spirit guide, which could be annoying to you sometimes as well. I remember I was like dating this guy once, and he was like, "Oh, you're my spirit guide." I was like, "Huh?" Understand what I mean? I don't know. Some of you may like that. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, but with this card, I feel like, yeah, you got a very soothing energy about you, whereby you're very calming to the soul, to others. You have this ability to make people feel at peace, especially if you're dealing with someone that, is very repressed in emotions, or someone that is like overly anxious and doesn't know how to articulate their emotions. Like, you have a calming presence on people. And I feel like you have that serene nature, yeah, you're very calming to the soul. And I feel like you have a lot of inner peace. And it may have been mastered over a long time with you. I'm not saying this happened overnight, but you have a lot of inner peace, inner balance as well. Some of you may like to meditate or be near water, because water gives you a very calming and soothing effect. It's very good for your soul. It keeps you balanced. Some of you may like to drink water. You've got beautiful skin as well. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 9 of Pentacles. You could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. So I feel like what makes you powerful is that you're very down to earth. You're humble. You don't take yourself too seriously, even though others take you seriously. Like, it's like you don't see yourself as the star that you are. It's like it's not like you're disconnected from who you are as a person, but you don't, you're human. You connect to your human side because you're human, and you treat everyone accordingly. And that's the thing. You look out for the underdogs and you treat everyone with respect. Because everyone deserves to be treated with respect, right? You treat people fairly as well. You're very loyal as well. You're not a person to cheat. You're not a person to go out of your way to intentionally upset people. You know, your focus is on your inner peace, and you don't like to bring any type of toxicity and negativity into your life because that's going to affect your balance. And you wouldn't want anyone to feel off balance either. So you're very mindful of people's emotions and not upsetting people or intentionally hurting people. I'm not saying you've never hurt anyone, because we all have hurt someone before, but you don't go out of your way to intentionally hurt people. Because your focus is on bettering yourself, is on mastering yourself. You focus on self. That's what makes you powerful. Becoming the best version of yourself daily. What makes you powerful? You could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. And I feel what makes you powerful is that you are very determined to go after your goals, despite what maybe your friends, especially your mother, may have said to you. You're very determined to not become like your mother. I got that in pile number 1 as well. You are very determined to live that family life that you always dreamed of. The Chariot card. Chariot card is Cancer energy. Cancer rules the 4th house. And you know what? Pile number 2. You are very determined to focus on your home, which is your body. So you could be a person that loves going to the gym, or you could be very strict. I won't really say strict. I believe like you got a lot of self-respect, and in regards to what you put in your body. I mean, we all deserve a treat, right? But I feel like, you know, you make sure you put nothing but goodness in your body, because you know some of you could be athletes or something like this, but for some of you, you just like looking good and feeling great, right? And your body is your home, right? And for others of you, I feel like you are very determined to create that family life that you always dreamed of, and nothing or no one's going to stop you until you get it. People know that you're very powerful and determined, but people know that you're once you set your mind on something, you don't waver. What makes you powerful as well for some of you is that you can drive for hours upon hours. You do take breaks, but you can drive for hours and hours and hours, maybe 7 hours. Some of you might drive like 7 hours to work or something like that, or you've done that before. And people are like, I think you should stay overnight. Or so you're like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you did it. What makes you powerful is that you moved out of your mother's home and you went your own way. She may not have agreed with what you were doing or going after, but you had to prove to her and yourself that you can actually do it. And here, they may have thought you would fail. Okay? So what makes you powerful? We've got the 6 of Swords, is that you are healing from something, or you didn't stay, you moved towards healing. You wanted to break some sort of generational trauma or curse in your family, and you knew that the only way to do that is by getting counseling, is by healing, is by doing the inner work. So what makes you powerful is that you do the inner work. You became the mother to yourself that you didn't have. Even if you did have a mother in your life, maybe your mother didn't show up in the way that you wanted her to show up in, but you didn't allow that to destroy you. Instead, you became the mother to yourself, or you became the mother to your own children. You became the mother that you never had for yourself and for your children. You became that person to break some sort of generational, curse, maybe in your family or something like that, or your community, because maybe people in your family never go counseling, or people in your community, we don't do that. That's for weak people. Counseling is actually, it's a strength, getting counseling. Or you could be a counselor, and you've healed many people through your work. That's what makes you powerful. You've transformed people's life through your work. For some of you, you connected with someone that had a lot of repressed emotions, and you were able to unlock their heart, and all these emotions just started pouring out, and they didn't even know what to do with these emotions. And because of this, you guided them towards counseling. You guided them towards, look, you can heal in this way. Look, if you just go this way, this can help you some more. And they may have felt, no, I haven't got the time, all these excuses, but you were able to steer someone in the right path so that their life can transform for the better, so that they can lead a prosperous, healthy life, an emotionally healthy life through their connection with you. You changed lives. And it could be due to your actual story. When you tell people your story, I've been through this, and people are like, well, how did you get? Because I've done counseling. Because there's something here. That's what makes you powerful. You're able to transform not only yourself, but people. You're able to help people transmute some pain or unlock repressed emotions that's been bubbling up, that's trying to seep outwardly, but they're trying to, put bandages over it or something like that. You're able to help people heal. You're a healer. What makes you powerful is that a lot of people like to collaborate with you, but you don't mind working alone. You don't mind, collaborating with others, but you don't mind working alone either. You're okay on your own. Some of you may prefer to actually work alone also. And what makes you powerful is that you don't get caught up in those third party dynamics. If you see that happening, you just remove yourself. You win. Okay, you win. You win, Kate. You win, Bill. You win. You're that type of person. You don't want to get caught up. You don't try and seek validation from, you're not into all of them type of things like this. You're the wrong person to try and compete with anyway. You're the wrong person because you're competing with yourself, right? So what makes you powerful is that you are a master manifester. You could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. You are a powerful communicator. I also feel that you like to bring people together, is what I'm picking up. You like to bring people together. It's not just about me, it's about we. You got that type of energy, and you could be doing a lot in your community. You could be very close to your siblings as well. You have different relationships with each sibling. If you've got different siblings, you could have 3 siblings, you could have 1 sibling, but you generally get on with your siblings. You want to help your siblings. And I also feel like you're very, they do say words are magic, right? But you speak words, you speak life into yourself, into people as well. And Spirit is saying that when you affirm, you become the embodiment of the words that you are saying. And that's general with affirmations anyway, but with you, power number 2, like, your words are so powerful. So when I'm hearing that you need to start doing affirmations, you can write down your own affirmations, or you can say affirmations like, I am powerful, what's the affirmation I say? Okay, you can say, I am amazing, I am powerful, I am of magic. I am amazing, I am powerful, I am of magic. Speak life into yourself, because I feel like when you speak life into yourself, you become the embodiment of what you are saying, right? And that's, like I said, that's general with affirmations, but you can create your own affirmation. You can use the one that I just said, right? But speak life, because you are very powerful, right? And I'm also hearing that there's something about spell work here. If anyone, I don't want it to be one of these things, but people have tried to throw spell work at you in the past, right? But it's ricocheted right back. Like I said, you're very protected from your guides, and also because your vibe. And the thing is, we all have down days, right? Our vibe's not always going to be high. It's not always going to be like that. Trust me, right? But at the same time, the essence of you is positive. We go through life, right? Life is hard, right? But we go through life. But generally, because your vibe is mids to high sometimes, it bounces off you. And even if you feel like, oh, someone's trying to, project evil eye or whatever, Spirit is saying to keep your vibe mid or high, because if they do, it's going to ricochet off you and bounce back. Okay? But I feel like in the past, people have tried to, throw things at you. And I feel like it was mainly through gossip. And like I said, words are magic. But whatever they gossiped about you to try and create an energy to stick that energy onto you, that energy was stuck right back on them, because they were trying to actually peel. I know it sounds disgusting, right? But this is what I'm getting in my mind's eye. They were trying to peel some sort of energy off themselves and throw it at you and make it become your own, when in fact it was their energy, right? So whatever they try, and even if people try to gossip about you, um, to make you become a character from their imagination, a negative character, a villain, that again energy was returned tenfold, and they were low vibing anyway, so they just created another low vibing energy to go on top of their actual low vibing energy. So they done themselves a favor. You do stupid things, you get stupid prizes, right? That's what happened there. But I feel like you are a powerful manifestor as well, and you are powerful, and I'm hearing for some of you, like, you know how powerful you are, but you don't use your power for the bad, which is good, because if you wanted to, you could, but you choose not to, because you know, you do know about karma, and you do know about keeping the scales balanced. You believe in goodness and fairness and kindness, and you don't understand people that resonate in, like, trying to destroy others for no reason. You stay clear of people that are manipulative and negative. You don't really like to be around, and I'm not saying none of us can be negative, because sometimes we can have our moany days, and we can vent and all the rest of it, but you generally like to stay clear away from, like, manipulative people, because you may have encountered a lot of people before, that you're just thinking to yourself, wow, because you can sometimes see the world. I'm just seeing, like, I'm just hearing unbelievable sights, a whole new world. Like, you just want everyone to be good in this world. You believe that everyone should experience happiness, love, and peace. But when you do encounter, like, questionable characters, it makes you, like, no, I wouldn't say shocked, because I wouldn't say you're naive, but it makes you just look at people and just look at the world and think, maybe the world got a lot more working to, maybe we've got a lot more working on to do in this world, or maybe it's not all, definitely not all peaches and cream. I don't know, it's something like that. When you encounter a very low vibing, manipulative, toxic person that's very strategic, trying to pick people off, and you may have encountered this at work, and you're just thinking, like, why are people like this? Because you don't operate like that. You don't understand why people behave like this. You know what I mean? And then it makes you realize that, some people generally enjoy being bad, and you just remove yourself from these types of people. You don't get caught up in it. Because how the saying goes, you are who you hang around. But even if you had to be around these types of people, you still maintain your truth, but you just kind of just ease away from these type of individuals, because you don't want people to start thinking you're like them, and you just don't really want to be around dark, toxic energy, really, because you just feel like it's only a matter of time that that person's going to turn on me. If they're doing this to that person and saying this about that person, it's going to be my turn next. So you just kind of know how to filter out certain, toxic individuals. And I say that lightly, because we can all be, toxic sometimes. When I say that, I mean that it's sometimes we can be moany, we can vent, and things like that. That's what I mean in regards to toxic. But toxic individuals, I mean, is in regards to people that are trying to seek to destroy and harm others for no reason, due to their own selfish gains. Like, we've all encountered people like that before, knocks, right? And it's just, like, weird to you sometimes, like, wow, I don't understand. And the thing is, you being around these types of people makes you see how not to be, and you don't even want to understand why they're like this. You just don't want to be a part of their world, right? So you're not afraid to take time out, go it alone, is what I'm picking up. What makes you powerful is that you know how to recenter, recharge, rebalance, regroup, revisit. Is what I'm picking up. I don't know why I said revisit. We've got Mercury in retrograde in Leo as well. But I feel like with the Four of Swords, you know when to take time out. You know when I need a break. I need a break physically, mentally, and spiritually. You know when to just take yourself out of a situation. People may want to connect with you and call you, but you could be quite selective as to who you allow around you. But it's not even a sense where you think you're better than people. It's more of, I will say, you're understanding your body, you're understanding your energy, and you're understanding that people, places, and things can be very taxing. And to show up as the best version of yourself, you need to take a break and recharge yourself, right? So that's what makes you powerful. Taking yourself away, not always being in the crowd, not always accepting those invitations. Those invitations could be quite grand, but just knowing, like, you know what, I can give that a miss. I think my emotional and mental health deserves attention. It deserves attention anyway, but I need to just, like, people may think I'm boring, but I just need to just stay indoors and have a cup of tea and snuggle up in my duvet and watch TV or read a book. That's what I'm going to do. And maybe tomorrow or maybe next week I'm not sure, but I may come out and chill with you. Who knows? I feel like with you, you are very high in demand. What makes you powerful is that you are in demand. You are very powerful in a sense whereby, some of you could be social media influencers, some of you could be in the public eye, is what I'm picking up. Some of you could also be a Taurus. We've got Taurus here twice. A Leo, we've got Leo here twice. Sagittarius, we've got here twice. A Pisces, a Gemini, a Scorpio, we've got here twice. An Aquarius, an Aries, Sun and rising Mars or Venus, right? And I feel like what makes you powerful is that despite your credibility as well, you are down to earth. It's what I'm picking up. What makes you powerful is that you are, like I said, a master manifester. If you say you're going to do something, you generally do it, right? And I'm speaking to you right now, part number two, because some of you may be thinking, oh, but I've got so much goals I want to do and I haven't. Spirit is saying, within these next 10 years, I know that seems a long time, but 10 years is not really that long, because the other day I was 30, now I'm 41, right? So within the next 10 years, you're going to look back on your list, and I hope you're manifesting right in the present tense of what you want right now, right as if you have it right now. Visualize it, or you can do a picture board where you go on Pinterest and then you just put all the pictures up of what you want to attain, right? Spirit is saying, yeah, this is mine with a picture board, right? All the things that you have stuck on your picture board or you've written down, you're going to look back on that and you're going to say, well, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that. You are going to tick a lot of things off on your bucket list, right? Because you are a master manifester. You have a lot of self-belief. Even if other people don't believe you, you have a lot of self-belief. And I feel like I'm hearing the Brat song, because I used to be, I don't know if you guys know who the Brat is, but I used to be a the Brat fan even before the Brat and Judy. I used to be a the Brat fan since I was 12 when I was in high school, when I thought I was the Brat, right? But she had a song called Sitting on Top of the World. You may want to go and listen to that. And it's a bad track, but I feel like you are going to be sitting on top of the world. You're going to reach some sort of acclaim, some sort of notoriety is what I'm hearing. I hope I said that properly. Some sort of success that a lot of people will be shocked by, right? This could mean some of you could move to another part of the world. Some of you could set up home in another part of the world. Some of you could gain, I don't know, because this is like the fame card, some of you could you're going to definitely be walking into a new world, leaving the old world and walking into a new world, whatever that means to you. Something that you always wanted, you're going to get it, okay? And it's going to be a new world for you, okay? And it's because of your determination. And some of you may actually win the lottery. I'm not promoting that, but some of you may actually win the lottery. Some of you are going to come into money, is what I'm picking up. But in regards to the world card, I feel like, whatever you are going to gain, it's going to feel like for some of you that you have won the lottery. And this could happen in, Sagittarius season, or in 10 months, or in 10 years for some of you. From now until the next 10 years, it's going to feel like you've won the lottery. You're living a dream. You're living a new life is what I'm picking up. What makes you powerful? Power number 2 is that you have the ability to make others believe in the impossible. Because of your determination, because of your focus, because of your self-belief, because of your never give up attitude, you have that ability to lead others to tap into their magic, to make them go after their dreams, because you're living out yours, or you will be living out yours. And you have that energy whereby even if it doesn't work out the first time, you try again, and you try again, and you try again, and you never give up. And this is admirable. And this is going to take you very far indeed, is what I'm picking up. What makes you powerful is that, yeah, you have overcome a lot. You have overcome adversaries. When people told you no, you found a yes within that no by showing people, okay, you don't want to take me on, or you don't want to, that could be in regards to like relationships. I'm feeling more jobs though. People may have tried to sidetrack you. People may have tried to deter you off your path, but you still kept going. People may have tried to put curveballs in your way, but you still kept going, right? People may have tried to keep you stuck, stagnant. They may have tried to stop and block you in your path. 12th house energy, this is Pisces. You could be a Pisces. But you still kept going. Even if you were delayed for some time, during that time of being delayed and being in stagnation, you were thinking of plans of how you're going to get yourself out of this one, because you already been in situations like this. So it's like, okay, it's another one. Okay, show me what you got, because I've been through worse. Show me what you got. I've been through worse. That's the type of energy that you have. And if it's been people that have been deliberately trying to stagnate and slow you down, you have overcome all adversaries, which has shocked these people. This is why these people think, you're just a powerhouse. Like, I'm not even going to bother. There have been some people that have tried to, deter you off your path and slow you down and be very manipulative. They may have even tried to manipulate energy to try and slow you down for some of you. But it just ricocheted right back. And it was like, I could see someone like this open up a door and stepping through it and slamming the door and leaving the haters behind, and then go through the next door and the next door and the next. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Look how she's walking through the circle from the world. Where you're going, some of these people are not going, and they know that. This is why they try to slow you down. And for some of you, some people may have tried to slow you down. It's could have been siblings for some of you. It could have been neighbors, right? They tried to slow you down through word, through voice, through trying to tell you who you can't become and what you can't be and all the rest of it, because they gave up on their dreams. What makes you powerful? Power number 2 is that despite you being stuck, maybe in a situation, maybe I feel like you were hidden, is what I'm picking up. Maybe someone tried to hide you in regards to like at work, downplay your abilities, downplay your skills, attributes, I don't know. But I feel like, yeah, there's something here. Yeah, okay, I got it. Someone may have tried to take money from you. Because we've got the death card here. Someone tried to stop your flow of abundance. And it may have, slowed you down for a bit. But what happened, or what will happen, is you will have overcome this and generate massive wealth, is what I'm hearing, and gain more money far greater than what that person's taken from you. This person's going to be in awe of your upgrade, of your level up. So you may have been working for someone, or just something here around money owed to you, money gained. You will gain that money back that you didn't get from this person or this job or whatever, but from another source. and it will be witnessed for all to see. But the life you'll be living, come here and kick a person when they're down. So you could have been in a situation whereby you needed that support, you needed that job, or whatever the case was, and it was sabotage, it was blocked, it was stagnated, or someone didn't give you money or something like that when you were deserving of that money. But you are going to be blessed by spirit through other avenues, through success. And through your success, you're going to generate that wealth. You're going to generate, and I say wealth because whoever you were connected with, they weren't wealthy. They weren't wealthy within, so they couldn't provide outwardly. Make sense? So it was just money with your connection with this individual. Whereas when you connect with another source, and it could be through travel, it could be through a job or something like that. You may have to travel somewhere or get a job in another country, or it could be something that you do online. It could be getting a degree and getting an amazing job or something like that. Or it could be through, this is ninth house energy, your skills, your talents. You could be doing something on social media. You could be, some of you could, I don't know, some of you can win the lottery or something. But for some of you, this is something to do with higher learning that you will gain money from. I'm hearing sponsorships as well, but some of you could gain money from, you're going to gain, I should say, money from another source. Because again, this person wasn't wealthy, so anything attached to them would have been short-lived anyway. But this is going to be ongoing wealth. And Spirit wanted it to be this way, is what I'm picking up. And it's going to shock this person. It's going to shock whoever done this to you. All these people. You are going to be self-made, or you are self-made. You don't need anyone, you know. Yes, it's good to work with people and all the rest of it, but in regards to making your own money, you don't need, like, that's the thing. You don't need people. You have so much talent, richness, abundance. You know, you are destined to generate a lot of wealth because you have a lot of spirit. Every time I look at this, I always think of the sacral chakra. You have a lot of spiritual wealth, and it's only right that you generate the 3D wealth due to your spiritual wealth. Some of you could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius Scorpio cusp, or Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. What makes you powerful is that you know how to transform yourself time and time again. You've been through a lot of rebirths. Maybe some of you have unfortunately lost somebody, and you had to grow throughout that. You know, the person's passing was your rebirth, and you've transformed into a person that not a lot of people recognize anymore, right? But I feel like if you don't resonate with that, I feel like you always transform your image, your look, maybe your job. For some of you, you always transform how you can make money. Some of you, you shock people with your choice of partners as well, is what I'm picking up. Maybe, you know, what makes you powerful is that, again, with the intimacy, when you connect with someone intimately, it's very life transformative for yourself and that person. And it's unforgettable. It's spiritual. It's powerful. It's potent. It's trantic for some of you. That's what makes you powerful. You know, people will say that you're a fantastic lover. What makes you powerful, we have the Empress card, is that you know how to create anything that you get, I should say. You can make something out of nothing. So you may have, like, I don't know, you may have like certain things. Like, for instance, you may have wanted to make something and then you don't have all the ingredients, but then you end up making something completely different with, you know, you're like, well, how did I do that? Like, you are a creator. You're very creative. Some of you could be good with doing hair, or good with your hands, I should say. Some of you could be, you know, some of you may make your own creams, your own perfumes, your own oils, your own candles, your own. Some of you could paint, some of you can draw, some of you can sing, some of you can do makeup, some of you can make clothes, some of you can cook, some of you can bake, some of you can do gardening. Like, So you're just amazing. You're a powerhouse. Your beauty, brains, you're a lot of different things, part number two. And I feel like what makes you powerful is that you have a lot of self-love, and you're always pouring into yourself. You're always trying to better yourself. You're knowing that you're not perfect, but it's your imperfections that make you perfect. You see the light and love in others. You believe in, and I believe also, that we are here to love and to be loved, right? And you're very nurturing, and you have this motherly nurturing quality that people are drawn to, and people feel safe with you. People feel safe. People trust you. You're very trusting. That's what makes you powerful. And if you are a parent, you are an amazing parent. And a lot of people would like to get you pregnant, or they would like you to get them pregnant as well, because they feel like you're very fertile. What makes you powerful is that you're very fertile. And I feel also that, because when you're creative, it exudes outwardly. People, yeah, it exudes outwardly. And I don't know why I hear Fantasia baby making hips. That some people feel like you got baby making hips, or some people, they feel like you're very strong, and they look at you and they think that if they have a child for you, the child's gonna have your traits, your genetics. So what makes you powerful is that you have genetics that people would want a future child to have. So you could be very beautiful. You could have nice lips, nice nose, nice eyes, cheekbones, hair, body shape, strength, intelligence, nurturing qualities, your personality. So a lot of people look to you and think, I want a child with this person, because the child will have these traits, is what I'm picking up. That's what makes you powerful. That I feel, okay, that's their opinion, and it's a beautiful opinion, right? But I feel like what makes you powerful is that you are not, like, you don't take your gifts for granted, and you don't use your looks to get through the door. Like, you believe in hard work, you believe in doing the work, like power one. You believe in treating all with kindness and fairness. I'm hearing that you're very, seeing someone like giving people cake, giving people chicken and biscuit, and you're very caring. You like to feed others. You like to share as well. That's what makes you powerful. You open up your heart. You're not naive though, but you open up your heart. You like to make people feel good. So you could be a fantastic host, is what I'm picking up. That's what makes you powerful. You're very generous. So when people do like bad things, like in regards to money, like hiding money, withholding money, you don't get it, because you're just like, why can't we just all share? Why can't we all win? What makes you powerful, power number two, is that you want everyone to win. What makes you powerful is that you know when to detach. You know when, I need, like I mentioned before, I need my own space, isolation. And you know when to remove yourself from people that, some of you have ghosted people before, power number two. But like, for instance, some of you have done that, and you may have had to do that for self-protection reasons, right? But some of you, and some people may say, oh, why did they do that? They acted like a narcissist, but they were the narcissist that you had to get away from. You see, because a lot of people may project onto you. But some of you have had to detach because you don't want to get into no third party situation. So if you felt like something was becoming like a third party situation, you don't want to play these types of games. Like, your thing is, if you can't see my worth, then I'll just remove myself. Like, I'm not into this type of thing, right? So you have a lot of self-respect, so you know when to detach away from situations that you think is going one way, which is not sitting right with you, and you're not a clinger as well. So some of you do actually detach. You could be quite detached anyway in a relationship. You're not very clingy. This is what makes you powerful. This is what makes people want you more. Those that you could have, like, I don't know, like Venus in Gemini, Venus in Aquarius. You could have like Venus opposing your Venus opposing Uranus, Venus squaring Uranus, something like this, right? Because you have that detached energy about you, but people find this very powerful because it makes them want more of you. And you're not doing this intentionally. It's just like, I just got to be near him. I just got to be near her. but that's just your way of being, you know. But this is what makes you powerful. This is what makes you stand out. This is what makes people want to chase you as well. But you're generally detaching because you need your own space. You know, you generally need your own space. What makes you powerful is that, yeah, you actually confuse people, and it's not done intentionally. Okay. Some of you, what makes you powerful is that if you feel like you are confusing people, you like to, this is for some, not for all, because for the, what I'm going to say next is for the majority of you. If you feel like you are confusing people, you like to explain. You like to explain in detail to ease a person's confusion because you know how it feels to be confused, and you don't like to overthink, and you would hate for anyone to overthink about a situation, right? That's for some of you. For some of you, I'm hearing that was me in the past. For others of you, you detach and you don't care if they're feeling confused. And that's not said in a way whereby you're being manipulative. That's said in a way whereby if people have wronged you, you just remove yourself. There's no explanation. I'm not here to explain. You know what you did wrong. If you don't know, please refrain, go over it in your mind so you can see what led up to the point of me leaving. Then you'll get the answer. That's a bit like me, actually. I'm like that. So some of you could be like that too. That's what makes you powerful, because it does leave people guessing, like, what did you do? What did you do? What did you exactly do? Why would I just stop talking to you for no reason? Like, I'm not. Do you understand? So you could be that way whereby, and people's energy lingers onto you in that energy when you're in that energy. But you may have come to a point. Well, I'll speak for myself, and I'll speak for you after. I feel like when I do this, I've come to a point whereby I've either had enough, I've given you enough chances, or I haven't treated you in that way. And I'm shocked that you treated me in that way. And I'm so shocked to the point where I have no words and I don't even want to be around you. I don't even know you right now. And I'm thinking to myself, I've never known you. So I don't want to know you anymore. So then I remove myself. I'm like that, right? Some of you could actually be like that as well. Please let me know in the comments if you're like that. Yeah. But I feel like some of you, generally, you don't like people to feel confused, so you just like sit down with them and just talk things out, and so forth. um you are good with emotions. You can hold emotions. So if someone's projecting onto you, oh, you made me feel like this, and you would take it, you'll take it, because you know that, okay, they need to release it. But you're not a punching bag though. But you understand they need to express, they need to get it out, and then you will say your piece. And maybe after you say your piece, you may even remove yourself and say, look, I understand how you feel, but you made me feel like this. And because of this, and because of what we went through, and because I thought that we were on to something, clearly we're not. I have to remove myself from you right now. So some of you could actually do that. I do that sometimes. Sometimes. But I think for me personally, the longer I've known the person, I mean, I do speak up. I'm learning now as I've gotten older that you speak up if something doesn't, you know what I mean? But I think that the longer I've known the person, I think if it hurts more coming from a specific person, then I will do it. And if I've known that person longer, then I'll just cut them off. Because I wouldn't, I've never thought I would have to. And I've had to do that. I've had to do that over these past 2 years. Past year, I've had to actually do that for my own peace of mind, you know, and sanity. I had to do that. And these are people that I've known for years. Do you understand? But I feel like if I don't, it's weird, because if I don't haven't known the person for that long, I'll let them know. But I'm giving them a pre-warning, because I just feel like if I've known the person longer, they should know me. They should know how I operate, because we've got that level. What I would think we've got that level of like respect, and there's certain things I would never do to you, but obviously you would do that to me. So that's why it's more of like a shock thing. So I'm gonna shock you back in it. I'm gonna do something you thought I would never do. I'm gonna be Houdini, you know. But but yes, I feel like some of you, please take what resonates, but you could leave people a little bit confused, because just when they felt that they known you, you switch it up on them. And that could be maybe in regards to who you date, in regards to where you want to live, where you're traveling. You may travel a lot. I'm looking at the Sagittarius ninth house energy. Yeah, some people feel like they can't get close to you. You're always on to the next thing as well. That's what makes you powerful, because it makes people want more and more of you. Impartiality, again, you believe in fairness and balance. Again, you're very reciprocal. What you give, you want to get back. And if you don't get that back, it's like, what? Again, it brings me back to what I was saying before. Like, when you're around certain people and they do certain things, and none of us are perfect because we've done things that upset other people. We all done things. None of us are perfect, but the essence of you is someone that genuinely cares and wants the good for others. And when you see someone doing things, and the thing is, yeah, we have to give other people grace, but when we, you know, feel sometimes that a person knows you to the core of you. And I feel like for some of you, what makes you powerful is that you don't let anyone get close. And that could be due to being hurt before. Because you may have felt that when you allow people to get too comfortable with you, and that's the thing, you don't allow people to get too comfortable. You know, sometimes comfortability breeds disrespect, right? I'm hearing some of you say it's a lonely way to be. I understand, but Beyonce's song "Upgrade You." I know I walk alone. I walk alone for a reason. I'm hearing you will find a counterpart, or you are with a counterpart that's exactly like that way inclined. They are alone, but by choice, but they still have people wanting their energy too. They could be very, you know, they are very powerful in their own right too. And both of you will understand each other, you know, but at the same time, it will be good to still retain your independence throughout. Yeah, I feel like you're like that anyway. And this person is that way inclined as well. So you could connect, or you are connecting, or you are with somebody who is equally as powerful as you are, but also likes their own space and likes to, you know, maintain their independence throughout the relationship. But going back to this, you believe in fairness and balance. And if you're not being met where you're at, you will remove yourself, because you will feel to yourself, you should know me by now. Donald Jones, right? He's got a song, you should know me by now, and I wouldn't do you like that, so why are you doing me like that? And that's scary to me, that I allowed you to get so close to me, to know me, to try and hurt me. Like, you need to leave my life right now. Not even leave, not even, we can't speak, like, for a day. You need to leave my life right now because you're a stranger to me. Now, what else are you going to do to me? Like, it's that type of energy. It's like, you believe in whatever you give, you get back. And that's one of the reasons why you could detach, because if you know that you are giving your best and you're getting back garbage, it's like, nah. And I'm not saying some of you do an instant cut off and you never speak to the person again. Some of you may just detach. You go away for a bit, and it leaves people feeling confused and, you know, what did I do? And then you may pick up the phone and explain, or you may not. But when you see them in person, you explain. But you believe in whatever you give, you should get back. And that's why you're very mindful of the way that you treat others, you know, because you do believe in karma, you know, because karma is actually real. And again, let's see, we got perseverance. You're very powerful, and you believe in uplifting others. When you see, like, your sister, your friend, you know, when you see that they're down, you're always there to, you know, help them in some way, whether that's through words of wisdom, whether that's through baking them something, cooking them something, or just reminding them of how amazing that they are. You know how to awaken, you know, people. If you can sense that they're slipping away from themselves, in a sense of, you know, they're losing their confidence, or they haven't got the confidence to go after their goals and dreams, or they're sleeping on themselves. You're like, nah, you're here to awaken people to their true power, to their true calling. If you feel like they're forgetting about who they are, so you could be a motivational speaker, or some of you could be destined to do that in the future. Let's see, I'm going to read my channel messages. Let's see, you give too many chances to the wrong people. And that's the thing, because you've analyzed and assessed yourself, maybe through counseling, maybe through self-reflection, you realize that you've given too many chances to the wrong people and you've wasted time. And because the reason why you've done this is because you see the good in others, and it's not a bad trait. It's not a bad trait, but you're learning about boundaries, part number two. So what makes you powerful is that you are having more discernment now, and you are learning about boundaries, and you do see the good in others. Who wants to be walking around seeing monsters and ghouls and gremlins? And, you know, it's nice to see the good in others, but at the same time, we do have to have discernment, and we do have to actually, you know, see that some people are just like that. Some people are underhanded. Like, some people are weird like that, man. You know, we could be weird. You know, I'm sure there's things that, you know, yesterday I was doing tarot reading and I was wearing a bra and knickers because it was hot. That's not normal. right? But at the same time, I'm in my house. No one can see me, right? But at the same time, I'm saying in a sense of, because you see the good in others, it comes as a shock to you when someone wants to try and hurt you for no reason, you know. So that's why I mentioned about this. But it is a gift. It's a beautiful gift. Don't think there's anything wrong with it, right? To see the good in others, because I'm like that as well. You know, even when I used to live with my grandfather, when me and my sister used to live with him, and he is a narcissist and he was not a great person, right? I used to always think, well, Granddad's so cute. Because he was cute. Like, to me, he was cute. Like, big cheese, bald head. Like, you're cute, Granddad. I used to always picture cheese, Granddad, you're so cute. I used to say, Alicia's the most affectionate sister out of all of you guys. I used to picture cheese, Granddad, you're so, you're like a teddy bear. You know what I mean? But he was a nice man. He was a narcissist. He was a bully. But I just saw him as being cute, right? But obviously, I've seen the good in others. As you get older, you realize it doesn't matter if you're cute. You're not a good person. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I think you could be thinking, right? In regards to seeing the good in others. There's nothing wrong in that, but have discernment. Know when to draw that line. Not everyone's cute. Let's see. You are protected. You are protected, right? So if you didn't know before, your guides are always with you. They will show you signs, synchronicities, feathers, coins, birds, robins, butterflies. You are protected. You're never alone. And I feel like you know that you're not alone. That's what makes you powerful. You know that you're not alone. That's why you're okay with just like having your alone time, literally, like I say that in quotation marks, where you take time out and just chill. You know that you're not alone. When you get those downloads from spirit, you know that it's spirit giving you those downloads. When you need an answer, you connect with self and then you connect with source. So you get your answers, right? You know that you're not alone. All right. So what makes you powerful? Your dreams should never be belittled. Your dreams are big, part number 2. I don't know which side is the right size. All right. What makes you powerful is that you dream big. And your dreams should never be belittled or trampled on, especially by those who allowed others to talk them out of their dreams. So you don't allow other people to talk you out of your dreams. You may have encountered many people that have intentionally tried to manipulate you. I don't think that'd be a good thing for you. I remember when this girl done it and it didn't work. You're like, okay. You're one of them people like, okay. Then you go off and do it anyway. Okay, and remember, you don't like to hear no in regards to if someone says you can't do something, like in regards to a goal, creating something, wanting to apply for a specific job, or some people may say, oh, but people from our background don't really make it there. Okay, I'm going to be the first. That's what you say to yourself in your head, right? You are a trailblazer. So you believe in yourself and you believe. You don't allow other people to talk you out of your dreams. They may have been spoken out of their own dreams by other people or themselves, but you use these people as an example. Those people that try and talk you out of your dreams, you use them as an example. Because if they went after their dream, they wouldn't be telling you not to go after yours. They should be empowering you, encouraging you, but they're not where they want to be. So that's what they're trying to deter you, right? Protect your ideas and dreams, and you do. And spirit is saying, don't tell people your goals. Don't tell people your dreams and your ideas. Keep them to yourself. That's between you, your journal, and spirit, or whoever you believe in. Because you may tell people about your goals and ideas and dreams, and they will try and deter you. And some people, yeah, they'll believe in you, but sometimes, as they say, if you tell people about your goals, you're not going to do it because you already told people. So it's like more, you might become procrastinated and think, oh, God. Because by saying it, it's like you've halfway done it when you haven't really. And because you've said it now, it's like it's there. Now I've got to put the action towards doing it. Do you understand what I mean, right? I hope I explained that well. So keep your ideas and goals to yourself. Just write them in a journal. Keep visualizing and work daily towards them, right? And I said to one of my sisters yesterday, I was saying to her, don't tell people what you're going to do. Show them what you're going to do. Don't tell no more. Show part number 2. Bruno Mars, don't believe me, just watch. Some of you could be a Libra, because he's a Libra, and he's coming back out now with Lady Gaga. That's interesting. Libra and Aries. I need to listen to that song, actually. Okay, so protect your ideas and dreams and share them with the world. And by doing so, you will teach others to always believe in themselves because dreams do come true. You have the ability, what makes you powerful, part number two, is that you have the ability to show people that dreams do actually come true. I don't know who you are and I don't know what you're going to do, but it's going to be something magnificent and it's going to change your life and the people around you. It's going to change their life forever. Let's see. You are a gift and a blessing to many. Your energy is healing and transformative. And I kept mentioning you've got healing energy and it transforms others because you know the power of healing yourself. And because you keep working on yourself and healing yourself, you actually heal others. But I feel in general, you have like a very healing energy, very soothing. And, I'm just seeing like some people wanting to hug you, like you can give like amazing hugs, like you're just like healing, you know. You could be very voluptuous, or even if you're not, like you just give amazing hugs. Your hugs are healing. You got healing hands, right? Let's take a look. What makes you powerful? Let's see. You do not have to meet others where they are at. You either have to level up or level off. So you're always leveling up, part number two. You never level down just to be accepted. Remember what I said about you not getting into any type of foolishness, like getting into any third party situations, or if you see that it's going in that way, you remove yourself, you take yourself out, or to compete, like to make bosses see you, or you just show up as your best. If, look, this is who I am. If you can't accept me, then maybe I'm not for you, in it. You're like that. You're not a beg, as my daughter was saying. You're not a beg. Um, and yeah, you just have more, you just have self-respect because it wouldn't sit right with you to be anything other than yourself, right? You will not know how long you will stay stuck there with someone who has no plans to move at all. So you are a person that if you see a situation, for instance, like this is what makes you stand out as well. This is what makes you powerful, part number two. If you see everyone like just falling over some guy or some girl, right? You're gonna acknowledge, okay, that person's hot and they're attractive, whatever. But you're not gonna be making a fool of yourself to get their attention. You're still gonna be you. And you know what? That actually makes you stand out. I'm not saying you do this by purpose. Some of you could be doing it intentionally, but it actually makes you stand out. Like you're not a clinger. Clinging's like despicable to you, like because you don't like people clinging on to you. So you again, because it ties in with you wanting to be treated the way you treat others, or you treating people the way you want to be treated. And because you do so, you connect with people that are like you. You could even connect with people that are quite detached. And you may be thinking, why are they so detached? Because they're mirroring you, part number two. And in a way, it's like spirit wants you to connect with some people like this because you do have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of things to do and a lot of things to accomplish in this next 10 years is what I'm hearing. Okay, so we have people compete with you because they see you in a high light and they want your magic too. So what makes you powerful is that you have a lot of people that try to compete with you. It fails miserably for these individuals. It honestly does, because the level of energy that you have and power and focus and star quality, and I'm not even just saying this, it's just ridiculous to even try and come up against you, because you're just focused. Once you've accomplished one thing, you're on to the next and you're on to the next. So by the time they try and catch up, you're already 10 steps ahead. Literally 10 steps ahead. So it's just quite pointless. So with you, power number two, you are a powerhouse. You are a force to be reckoned with. You are self-made. You have a lot of admirers. People want to date you. People from the past are coming back in. You have an admirer right now, or admirers right now, which is, they're feeling like, can I even, I'm hearing expect a phone call, a text for some of you. Could be a Gemini, could be a Sag, could be a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus. I don't know. But, or you could be of those signs, but I feel like some people may feel intimidated by you because they may feel like, can I even reach their level? Like, part number two is just magical. Are they even real? Like, what makes you powerful is that some people feel like you're not even real. You are an enigma. You are of magic. You could be like the ideal like partner for some people, and that can actually scare them that you are in, full form. And I'm not saying that you're never gonna meet, because some of you are with that person. I feel like if you are with that person, if you are talking to a person, if you're gonna connect with that person's gonna be an equal match to you, because they will gain that same type of attention. I'm hearing they got the same imprint as you, like the same, yeah, this is like soulmate, this is soul tribe vibes. And I feel like with you, you do need to date people that are like you. I'm not saying exactly like you, like the same star sign, but I'm saying in a sense of the same energy traits that you have, signature that you have, you know, like someone that is confident, um, powerful, someone that is a leader, you know, someone that is self-assured, someone that's ambitious, someone that, you know, has goals, and someone that acknowledges the fact that one needs their own space within a connection. You need to be someone like that, but someone that does, you know, put relationships first, and does take relationships seriously, and spending quality time with their partner, someone that's affectionate and passionate. You need to find someone like that, you know, someone that's likes the family life, someone that, you know, wants to connect, because you like to connect with emotions, someone that can show you that they love you, because some people might not be able to emote, I mean, to like say it, but someone that shows you, someone that is loyal. Obviously everyone wants to be with someone that's loyal, but you need someone that is basically strong but soft at the same time, like yourself. You know, someone that is not afraid to show how they love, but someone that's going to be secure with the fact that you could be detached sometimes because you're working on yourself and your goals. They need to be in that energy too. That's what I have for you. You are a powerhouse. Part number 2 was an amazing reading your energy. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. If you want a private reading, please go into the description box below. All my details is there. And I'll speak to you soon. Keep being a powerhouse and keep being the amazing you. Oh.